Oh, did Elle ever pick a
Oh,
familiar?
uh, first decision on the stream. Al, what's your familiar?
Raven.
That's a good choice. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shadowdark, the role-playing game of shadows and darkness. Last time we met with these four, we created the Chaos Babies. Sorry, Chaos Babieeees.
Chaos
Uh,
Babieeeees.
I will have everyone introduce their characters because we never got like names or even the most basic of backstories, which you don't have to have. You could just be, I don't know, left town because it seemed cool. That's a backstory. You discover more through play, like who you knew and what your name is. So, Liz very graciously volunteered to be in the top corner last time, which means she remains there. Liz, would you like to tell us about your elf wizard?
My elf wizard is called GF. Jyfe. I don't think anybody is able to pronounce his name right. Because he's just kind of a dude. He's vibing. He's not sure how he got involved with this party, but here he is being a wizard,
Vibin. Got it.
vibing.
Just vibing.
I'm sure he's not long for this world.
With your 4 hit points?
I don't know if any of us are.
Yeah.
I've got 9. I'm doing pretty good.
You are doing pretty good. That is something I wanted to remind everyone, so this is a good segue.
Okay, I don't know if any of us but Soup are.
Yeah. We as a party have never really played at first level in D&D together. People harp that 5th edition isn't very deadly. 5th edition is very deadly at first level. I had a character straight up murdered by a bugbear in the very first time I played 5e. Shadowdark, similarly, especially at lower levels, is much more dangerous. So, we'll see how we do, but no guarantees. Is there anything else you'd like to say about GF? Geoff?
GF? Yeah, I don't know. He's just a dude with his off-brand floating disc, living his life.
Store brand floating disc.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Mira, can you please describe your character?
All right. I am the Hedge Witch. I don't have a name for this character. I'm not going to give this character a name. They're just going to go by their title. The Hedge Witch is a legendary skateboarder from the Shadowdark dimension. They one day woke up plagued by visions of a man whose face they cannot remember, but this man gave them the plans for this contraption of this long, flat wooden board with sets of 4 wheels that you could just do the most radical fucking tricks on. Just absolutely grind some fucking rails. And so now, plagued by visions of this faceless, nameless man, they have set out into the Shadowdark to spread the good word of skateboarding.
Sure.
I keep hearing it repeating in my mind. I'm no Superman. I'm no Superman. What does it mean?
Cece.
Hi, I'm Elf. It's
God.
spelled 2 different ways.
No. Jesus. Would you like to spell them?
Yeah. First name Elf, Elef. Last name Elf, AE''LF.
Does it mean something in your native tongue?
No.
Are you basically Are you like Guy Smith?
Yeah.
Okay. Elf.
Oh.
It's a quick diversion. I'm reading a book about the gunpowder plot, the whole Guy Fawkes Day thing, and I just need to go on about it. Just what an absolute fucking rad name Guy Fawkes is. Like, yeah, that man should blow up Parliament. Why not? His name kicks ass. Like, come on.
Listen, if you're gonna have a name that goes down in history, have it be a Guy Fawkes name.
Exactly.
Most names are forgettable, but this guy, Guy Fawkes.
And
So yeah, Elf is a warlock elf. To patron is the Willow Man. She's just kind of a creepy little elf that creeped everybody out so much in her little elf vision or village that they kicked her out.
Visions.
She's looks perpetually very tired and sleepy, and wears two willow branches like insect antennae on a headband coming out of her head there. She's just a big, like, really bulky elf that, yeah, just kind of shuffles around in robes looking real sleepy and creepy.
And jacked. I forgot you're jacked for some reason.
Yeah. But I hide it all underneath the robe, so you don't know until the guns come out.
Like, you start fighting and you just throw off the robe.
Sun's out, guns out.
Okay, so we've got GF, Hedge Witch, and Elf.
Yeah.
You want to bring us home, Ellipsis?
I'll be playing Nameless, the Goblin Witch. She left home in her grandmother's coven to find a new name.
Aww.
She's going to be a problem.
Okay. So, through various machinations and whatever your personal reasoning may be, we'll skip the meeting in a tavern because who needs it? Let's just go. So, you all have been hired by a masked individual who's only known as the Red Badger. Variously met with all of you and has hired you to solve a curse affecting the local town that he believes stems from a this sort of ancient tavern. Sorry, cavern. This really old bar.
Heard that.
That's a new way to do a bar crawl.
Yes,
Have it be a dungeon.
I like it. That's next time. Cavern. We're gonna do a random town name, unless someone has a name. Random D&D.
I don't know if you could tell by the names that we selected for our characters, but
yeah, we're so good at naming things.
I literally didn't come up with a name and made that my plot point.
I like this one. Ballingsmallard.
Okay.
It's the town of Ballingsmallard.
That's okay, it's just cold, buddy.
Good. It's Dugan's Hole all over again. Ballingsmallard. Town. That is good, Garrett. Sorry, I missed that. But you've been sent out to this cavern in a deep and ancient wood. Here we go. The Shadowdark. A deep and ancient wood. There's this big scar in the land, which legend has it is from a fight between a giant and a dragon eons ago, and the scar kind of gives way into this cave system that the quest giver has said believes is plaguing the town with curses. You know that there's been like a pestilence on the crop. People and animals, livestock have been falling sick to a kind of mysterious blight plague. It's not necessarily deadly, but it is, it's dangerous, especially to livestock. People typically recover, but it's putting a huge strain on the local kind of food supply. So out of the quote-unquote goodness of this guy's heart, this mysterious person, he wants you to solve it. You all are approaching this cavern, this cave system, from the woods. Perhaps you all met in the woods. Perhaps you met in the tavern to embark on your journey together, but you have a common goal. What do you want to do?
Embark. I don't know.
Okay, you move
Let's
forward.
embark. Yeah. Oh, do we have gear?
Right?
We gear.
Oh yeah,
do
yeah.
need
We have
gear.
equipment.
Let's talk
We
about
haven't done
gear.
here. Oh shit.
Let's talk about gear. Excellent point, Liz.
We said we were going to do it, but then we started talking about coliseums and huge rats and other bodily
In the
fluids.
Dashcon ball pit.
Yeah.
So, a basic crawling kit takes up 7 gear slots and has like everything you need. So backpack, flint, steel, torch, rations, spikes, hook, rope. I suggest at least one of you take that for 7 gear slots. Liz, I believe you can only use a dagger or a staff. Correct. And no armor.
Yay.
So a dagger is a D4 weapon. That's a finesse and thrown weapon. And a staff is a 2-handed weapon. That's also a D4, but it just uses strength. Staffs are cheaper, but daggers are a little more versatile, especially if you have dex instead of strength. I can't remember if you were one way or the other.
Technically, my dex is better than my strength. But I thought I got a staff because I'm a wizard, or did I just...
No, you totally get it. I flavor-wise, I think staff is always the right choice for a wizard. Dagger is just sort of very first edition D&D when you ran out of spell slots or prepared spells, and you're just like, well, I got to kill him somehow to get a level. So everybody's safe.
Throw a dart.
I'm gonna throw a dart. Make sure they have like 2 hit points left. So if you take the crawling kit and a weapon, that's 8 gear slots. You have 2 left. That's about all you can use. Mira,
I believe I took a spear last time.
I believe you did as well. So a spear is another thrown weapon. So it uses your strength, and it does a D6. I mentioned this last time, but you add ability score to attack rolls, but not damage rolls. So when you do attack with your spear, it's a flat 1d6, which makes it a little swingy. It makes fighters better because they get to consistently add something to their damage. Let's see.
So you add the d6 to the damage.
So d6 is you just roll a d6 for damage. So like in like 5e, you would roll d6 plus strength.
Yeah, no,
yeah, you don't get the plus strength. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool. Cool.
So spear, yep. Leather armor as well. So I don't remember what your dex was.
My dex is 9.
Okay, so your armor class will be 10 because it's 11 minus 1.
Yeah.
And then if you also wanted to get a crawling kit plus spear plus armor would be 9 gear slots. If your strength is above 10, then you have that many gear slots. Otherwise, it's just 10. If one of you has a crawling kit, you probably don't all need one, but...
I did decide to take one.
Okay, cool. But it is also good to... crawling kit comes with 2 torches. That's good.
And Liz also has light.
And Liz also has light.
Yeah.
But if, for whatever reason, Liz can no longer cast light...
I also brought light because I wanted to be redundant with it.
It's a good call. So did you take Witch Light or whatever it's called?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It's spookier. Okay.
It's just swamp gas.
So there's that. So, Cece, you're strong, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're the... Oh, no, you're them.
I think I took a crossbow last time.
I also believe you took a crossbow.
That sounds familiar to me as well.
I have it written down.
Warlock weapons are club, crossbow, dagger, mace, longsword. So you are particularly good as an elf at ranged weapons. So your crossbow would be dex plus 1 from being an elf plus 1 from your class talent. So plus 2 plus whatever your dex mod is. Which is
I think
pretty good.
yeah.
You had ridiculous stats, I remember.
Yeah. I think it's a +2 because I have a 14 dex.
So plus 2. So
Yeah.
plus 4 to hit is pretty great at first level. And the armor you can take is leather, chainmail, and shields. Now, if you're using a crossbow, that is a two-handed weapon. So, obviously, you probably don't want to use a shield. But chainmail is 13 plus dex modifier, AC, 2 gear slots, disadvantage on stealth and swim.
Ooh.
Versus leather armor, which is 11 plus dex mod, 1 gear slot.
I'm not too worried about gear slots because I got 13 of them. You know what? Heck, I'll be the slow tank. I'll take the chainmail.
Okay. Better than plate mail, which is no swim.
Yeah.
Plate mail. Swim it.
Yes.
With a swim speed of sink.
You have a walk speed while swimming, and it's not great. Okay. And then... Nameless. Your weapons are a dagger and a staff. But you can wear leather armor, unlike the wizard.
Yay.
So, as I said, 11 plus dex. And then dagger or staff, depending on how you're feeling.
What were the stats on the bonk stick again?
Sure. It's a melee weapon, 5 silver, 1d4 damage. Okay. Anyone have any gear questions?
Seeing on the list of things that I could possibly like buy and stuff, crossbow bolts. Do I need to account for those? Do I need to buy a bunch of those?
If you just buy 20 or whatever the base amount is, that should be fine for now.
Okay.
I usually let you recover like half. Like if we were gonna long term, I might make you track them, but since this is for now just a one shot of the Chaos Babies, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be good. I'll count them after the episode. Oh, that's funny.
Okie dokie. And then what did the kit, the basic kit come with?
Sure. Let's see. Basic kit comes with a backpack to keep everything in. Flint and steel. 2 torches. 3 rations. Rations are important. You can't take rests without rations. 10 iron spikes. 1 grappling hook. And 60 foot of rope.
Okay. I can take one of those if we want, because I got the slots for it.
Okay, so you have 2 of them? I think that's probably good.
Yeah. And you said that takes up like 5 slots, right?
7.
7. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I got that right. Awesome. I still got 4 whole slots left.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, and crossbow bolts come in packs of 20. So yeah, we'll just start with 20. Okay. So, as you enter the forests, you can see the dark cave up ahead. What would you all like to do?
Can I make a omen check?
Sure.
How
Do
do
a
we
flip.
do that?
You do a kickflip. Okay. So an omen is a DC 9 wisdom check. So you just have to make a D20 roll plus your whiz modifier.
Damn! That's a 21.
Nice. Yep. You gain a luck token, which you're very good at using.
And a luck token is like,
A luck token's like
What's more
advantage
like
in 5e.
yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah. So you get to re-roll a die roll, and specifically for you, you get to also add a d6 to that roll. Like in 5e, or like how we run D&D, I will give you a hint if you need to re-roll or not.
So yeah, the hedge witch, whose mysterious contraption has like sick graffiti, the hedge witch on the other side of their board, does like a sick kickflip off a tree, and is like, "This is gonna be a rad mission. I can feel it in my bones." And their eyes have gone like completely white.
Rad, how do the wheels on that thing not get stuck on like tiny rocks?
That's what I've
The
been
magic of
wondering
the
as well.
faceless man, my guy.
I am arguably not your guy, but okay.
Okay.
The cave is looking dark.
The cave is looking
Shadowdarky?
very shadow dark.
Okay, cool. I'll light a torch.
Okay. That torch will go off by the end of the episode. It lasts 1 hour of real time.
Oh.
Real world hours.
Yes. As you approach the entrance, just past the flickering torchlight, which burns away at the almost supernatural darkness of places touched by monsters and evil that consists of the Shadowdark. You can hear a sort of aimless moaning that you would associate with the undead.
Oh, I
With
was
some
hoping
shamblers.
for fun moaning.
It's not fun moaning.
Not
No,
red,
you'd say
dude.
they're ramblers or shamblers or creepers, crawlers, walkers, moaners, shufflers, rotters. I don't know if there's like a better, more succinct way to describe them. The shambling dead.
The disappointing.
The unalived.
Picked the one basic creature type that I wasn't prepared to try to hit on. Good for everyone else, but it's very bad for me.
I don't even know where I'd find these in the book. They've got so many names.
Yeah, how do you even begin to look that up in an index?
How do you even begin to describe them? Here we go. Lurchers, decomposers.
Don't dead open insides.
Brain eaters.
Munchers. Slurpers. Chompers.
I guess I'll prepare a crossbow bolt because I have to load my crossbow.
Yeah, it basically just means you can't run around and shoot a crossbow. You're not John Wick. Okay. Elf. You know, does some Army Ranger hand sign and loads a crossbow.
Yeah. Do we know, anybody knows what she's talking about? You talking about that zombie over there?
That what?
Whoa. We're getting real tactical now.
Dropping the Z word. Whoa. Yeah, up
Can't
ahead.
just
we
say
might want
that.
to-
They're called the living impaired.
We're doing identity first language now, so it's a person who is not alive anymore.
A person afflicted with zombism. They're only zombies if they're from the zombie region of Fantasyland.
They're just a sparkling undead
They're
otherwise.
just sparkling undead otherwise, obviously.
Oh. But yeah, there's
Have a normal
some
one.
Zambos.
Some zomboys up ahead.
I mean, we can maybe. I can't stealth around them, but maybe somebody else can.
I don't know
I
if
can
anybody.
attempt to stealth.
I don't think anybody can attempt to stop.
I haven't greased my wheels in a long time, bro. This thing squeak.
Is it a metaphor?
Hey, what happens if my familiar dies? Quick question.
You have to sacrifice your own hit points to bring them back to life.
Cool.
Oh,
Awesome.
Oh, you don't have a
Figured
lot
I
of
should
those.
ask that before I start making decisions.
Yes. Let me make sure it's hit points and not Constitution score, but I'm pretty sure it's hit points.
I don't have a whole lot of those.
If your familiar dies, you can restore it to life by permanently sacrificing 1d4 hit points. Which means at first
Ooh.
level, you could kill yourself
All
bringing
of my hit
your
points.
raven back to life.
I would survive with 1 left if I rolled a 4.
Oh, because you had a plus Constitution score. Excellent.
We're gonna be very careful with our pet bird.
Please do. I guess as the apparent tank of this party, I will forge ahead and
Okay.
be prepared to shoot.
Trudge. Okay, so pardon me. You pushing forward into the entrance of this cave, you can see there are 2 zombies who are like, I'm sorry, the moldering dead. 2 creepers are holding one big rock above their head, as if like they clearly think they've got like a very clever trap. They're just sort of like moaning at it, like as soon as you get close, they're gonna throw a rock at you.
Together?
Yes, they seem to be working together.
Can we all see this?
Yes, if you get close enough.
Oh no, they're well coordinated.
Can I puppet one of them before it throws a rock?
Sure. Let's like a puppet does. Let's do our
Do a puppet.
first spell check. Puppet requires you to touch the creature.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Never mind.
Because you're
You don't want to
marionetting
do
them.
that.
Good idea though. It's a good effort.
I wanted
That
to make them
doesn't-
drop a big rock on their heads.
Yeah.
Now I'm sad.
I can explode the big rock on their heads.
That's a thought.
Do you get explode rock as a level 1
Yeah,
spell?
I get magic missile.
It could explode a rock probably.
Yeah.
I can just shoot him or attempt to shoot him in the head.
Shoot one of them.
So I say go with your
thing just goes.
Yeah, that was my thought.
"Ah." I don't know. That seems funnier.
Well, we got to go with what's funnier. So
Yeah. We need a tiebreaker.
Uh,
What's funnier? We're putting it to the group.
this is their planning. What's
Getting
funnier,
one-
an exploding rock or having one let go and the rock fall on the other one?
I think
I feel like
letting
there's
the
some
rock
loony-
fall is a little bit more slapstick.
Mhm.
It's some real Looney Tune shit.
All right, I'll attempt to shoot one then.
What are these
Make the rock
lunatic
fall on the other one.
cartoons you speak of? Okay, yeah, make an attack roll.
You mean the
Okay.
lunatics?
You gotta get on my level to understand my visions, dog.
Not a dog. I'm
Brosive.
not even that much smaller than you.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13's a hit.
Awesome. Cool. I'll do a whole d6. That'll be 3
Okay.
whole damage.
Now, are you specifically aiming for the head, or are you just like shooting them?
I'm aiming for the
Or the arms, I guess.
head or the arms. I would
Okay.
probably go for the arms.
If you want to do a called shot, do you want to roll with disadvantage and see if both
Oof.
hit? They're zombies. Sorry, they're creepers.
I'm scared of my rolling abilities, so no.
Okay. See, so just a solid hit. I'll give them a little check to make sure they can hold on.
Rolled for hold
That's
boulder.
cocked. Ka-thunk. Boulder slams down into one, just mushes right through them. Like, just there's 2/3 of a crawler standing there, but they're not connected. It's the middle third is the one that's gone.
Oh no.
The one that you just hit looks at you like, well, now what do I do?
My rock plan was foiled.
I actually should have done this beforehand because initiative is always on. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Is that a
I
D20?
got my surprise round.
D20 plus your dex score if you have one. And if you don't,
That's a 4.
minus your dex
Ooh.
score. Okay. Liz, what did you get?
I got a 14.
14 for GIF. Mira, I think I heard a 4.
4 for the hedge witch.
Elf?
I got a 7.
And Nameless.
17.
Ooh.
I don't think
No.
there's anything interesting I could do right now.
You can laugh at the comedy before you.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to go first, Nameless.
So I'm looking at what? 1 1/3 walkers still there?
Yes. So you think the one might... They can both probably still do things. The one just took a good amount of boulder damage.
Can't get my bird killed. But I can summon a toad.
Oh, that's Cauldron, right?
That's Cauldron. It's one of the effects of Cauldron.
Love Nameless just bringing a menagerie into this cave.
Free my babies. Go forth. Oh, it's not even in this book. What am I doing?
Looking in the wrong book,
Looking
it sounds
at the wrong
like.
book. You can certainly try to summon a frog.
I would like to summon a toad.
Okay. So roll a DC 11 spellcasting check.
Well, I rolled a 20.
Bwah,
Hey.
bwah, 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 bwah. So, the way this works, critical spellcasting checks, you basically get to take one numeric effect in here and double it. So your toad now lasts 6 rounds.
Cool, awesome. Go jump on that zombie's face.
Is it a big toad? Fat
Oh.
croaking toad. Yes.
Big
This
toad.
rather big toad. This some nameless, staff to the ground. Cauldron appears. Toad just hops out of it.
Sick him!
The
Sick him,
heckin-
boils!
Whoa. And just leaps very impressive, like, leaps. Which one do you want to hit?
The one that's still mostly intact.
Yep. Just thump. Kind of. If it was a person, they'd have hit their head in an alarming way, but it's a zombie. So kind of just bad crack, $1 million baby head hit. Just not great looking. And now this toad's just laying on him.
Man, 1 minute you're like holding a rock, and the next there's a big old toad on you.
That's ups and downs of being a zombie minion.
Just another day in your unlife.
It's a living.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Drugs under this toad. Jeff.
So there's one zombie's under a toad.
Correct.
The other is just kind of there.
Yeah, kind of split in half. Split in twain.
Just vibing.
Oh. Vibing.
Split in twain, just vibing. That's my new Discord status.
Okay. I don't want to waste a spell on these guys, so I'm just gonna like push over the the third of a one with like my staff.
Okay.
It's gonna go.
So as a reminder, as there are no spell slots in Shadowdark, but you are right to be wary of spell casting, because if you fail it, something bad could happen and you can lose your spell. And yeah, what's the point in losing a spell on these guys? So just gonna make an attack roll.
Because Frog, Boils is doing work right now.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying it is a calculation every turn.
What am I rolling for?
So
attack?
It's strength.
Okay. So that's a 6.
Total?
Yeah.
Not quite enough to hit a zombie. So just
you mean a third of
a third? Yeah. It's shockingly hard, actually. You kind of just hit the middle where you're just like, right, there's nothing there anymore. I'm used to kind of hitting things in like the middle of their chest. That's the easiest part to hit. So just kind of
Jeff gets stuck in the viscera. I'm like, I can't get out.
Help somebody out.
The bottom of your staff's gonna be all sticky and gross.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Yeah, stop.
Stop. I said stop. It's not fun anymore. Mom.
Mom said it was my turn under the boulder. Get out.
Mom said it was my turn on the X boulder.
Okay. That zombie is going to attack you, Liz.
No!
Jeff. 17 to hit.
Yeah. I don't have a what?
For 4 hit points.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay. So,
welcome to level 1, everybody.
level 1. Roll 1d4, please, Liz.
Oh, okay. 3.
Jeff will die in 3 rounds if no one stabilizes him.
how can you stabilize?
It's a DC 10 intelligence check.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, he was our smartest one.
That's the smartest one.
I think our healer just went down.
I think our wizard went into melee range.
This was the safe option, not casting the spell.
other zombie laying on the ground will like soccer throw a rock over its head and just hope it hits somebody.
Oh no.
Cece, does a 12 hit your armor class?
It does not.
Okay. So
Hey.
bounces off your chainmail. Okay.
Chink.
You just hear a thunk.
Elf, what would you like to do?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna attempt to stabilize Jeff,
Okay.
You should just attack them.
which I imagine just looks like me shaking.
Snap out of it.
Wake up!
Just slamming their head into the back. The blunt force trauma will wake them up. The cold floor
Yeah.
on the back of their head.
I hear icing it helps. This is cold enough, right?
Just pressing their head into the... Wake up! Mom said you have to wake up.
Remember when the entire conceit of this party was chaos?
Chaos
I
Babieeees.
feel like we're doing a good job.
Yeah, let me make sure I'm doing death right, by the way.
Unless somebody has a higher int than me, in which case I can attack the zomboids. But
I don't have a higher int, but I do have a luck token.
That's
don't
true.
have a
that's
negative
true.
in.
Okay, then I'll change my tactic and attack. But feel free to steal my shaking tactic. Seems to be working.
Remember how I said it was the DC 10?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's DC 15.
Oh my
Okay.
god, no!
That is brutal.
Sorry, Jeff.
It's okay. I already have a rat man planned out for my next character.
Always have a backup rat man. That's excellent advice, Liz.
Say anything about Jeff, it's that his name was Jeff. Beefy. Jeffay.
It's that I'm pretty sure his name was Jeff.
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
He never spelled it out for us.
Okay.
It's like on the back of his robe. It's just spelled out. No one just bothered.
They all can't. None of them can read.
That's in Jersey.
Jeffay?
Oh.
I didn't hear it when he introduced himself, and then I was too afraid to ask after that. So
So you start asking other weird follow-up questions to be like trying to ascertain other things. I do that at work all the time when I can't hear someone's name. I'm like, and where do you live? So I can search through that. Okay. So
I'll attack
Elf,
a zomboid.
You're gonna attack a zomboid instead? Okay.
Yeah. I'll avenge you, GF. Does 12 hit?
Yes.
Okay, cool. The 4 damage.
Okay. Your crossbow kind of pins the two pieces of zombie back together.
Uh-huh.
And it like hits the ground and then rises back up. And it's this sort of...
No.
It's just too skinny now. It's just not right. Arms and legs are too long. But you think it's got 1 hit point left.
It's
Because...
man.
worse somehow.
Yeah, it's way worse. Oh, it's way worse. Okay. Hedge Witch, what would you like to do?
So as Elf like goes to like start shaking Jeff's shoulders and is like, nah, never mind. It goes. The hedgehog
Can't be
just like
helped. There's
drifts by
nothing
on
can
their
be done.
board, hops up and like immediately starts taking the place. Like, I said this was gonna be a rad dungeon crawl. You gotta be awake for it, bro. And I'm going to attempt to stabilize.
Okay.
I gotta hit a 16 on this die. I got a 2 and a 5.
Oh,
So that's a 25, right?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
right, Andy?
Oh boy.
or 52. It depends on which way you look at it.
Either way, it's better than 15.
It's. You know what, everybody?
I like our logic.
We all did it. It's not how the game works, but we did something.
Chaos Babieeees.
Chaos Babieeeees.
For the low DC, for the low ball DC you initially came up.
That is my bad. But you weren't even close to that. So
No. Well, fuck me, I guess, and fuck Jeff. So.
I love that you tried for 1 second and immediately it's just like lost cause. Whatever, man. You don't even want to be here, I guess. Bleeding out.
It's what Jeff would have wanted to join the Zomboids.
Liz, please roll
Yeah.
a d20, please.
Okay. 12.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Ominous.
You have 2 rounds left.
Oh, cool.
Ominous.
I'm sure we shouldn't worry about it.
It'll
The
be fine.
only a good thing can happen from that die roll. I will say that.
Okay, good.
The re-pinned together zombie.
Hey, didn't Elle go? Weren't you before me?
I should be at the top of initiative, shouldn't I?
You should. Yes. Sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Okay,
Somehow I read nameless as like the top of the initiative order. Like it was like here are the names of everyone in initiative. My bad.
well, I'd like my toad to keep doing what it's doing.
Yep. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Just bouncing.
Boing.
Do I also go get killed by a zombie, or do I help shake Jeff awake?
You're
Help
doing it
shake
wrong.
Jeff.
No, not even just like, you aren't shaking hard enough. I'm gonna help shake Jeff awake.
Everybody take your turn.
It's a 19.
There we go. So good news, bad news. Jeff's not dead. Bad news. Jeff's still unconscious. No one has a way of healing him.
Just shove some rations down his throat.
Better. Get better. Don't
Chew,
choke
chew,
on this and
chew,
get better.
swallow.
The death rule is a character who perishes is retired from the game, which I think is a nice way to say they're dead. They died. They were
But the
buried in a
character-
shallow grave.
In
Oh, they got buried?
They were
Awfully
put,
ceremonious for this.
they were pushed aside. Okay. So
Now they're the zombie holding up the boulder for the next party that comes through this dungeon.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Turnover
It's a
rate is
vicious
high
cycle.
here.
Great plan. It got me killed.
So somehow through Nameless's vigorous shaking, they've decided that Jeff is just
She's good
good.
at
You're just good now, Jeff. Good job. Still just passed out.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, but he's breathing now, so
Yeah.
Uh,
Cleared those airways. I'm good.
the frog bouncing on top of this zombie.
Doing great, Boils.
Kind of a very satisfying splelch. the pieced together zombie will try and attack Elf again. 9 is a miss.
If an 8-15 ain't hitting, baby.
Elf. And it's your turn, Elf.
I guess I'm gonna shoot a thing and try and not stitch it back together this time. I'm aiming for killing. I need that crossbow bolt back.
Give it back.
It is mine.
Not fair.
Let's go with a 16.
Is a hit?
All right.
You roll at least a 1.
I did roll a 1.
So this time, this time just point blank, punch a big chunking hole in it. It falls over. You're pretty sure Boyles has smushed the other one into a jellied paste. So that is the end of the first room in the dungeon.
Well, can we spend some of that jellied paste on Jeff?
Sure. It doesn't do anything, but sure.
I don't know medicine.
Okay. So, what would you all like to do?
Can we splash water on Jeff to wake him up?
Sure. Now that combat's over, I think you can wake Jeff up in some capacity with one hit
mundane
point.
item. Can I put him in a cauldron to repair him?
Interesting, but your friends are not mundane items.
Aww.
I know that's a harsh ruling. I'm just saying, somebody wanted to take Evoke Rage instead of Potion.
You need to fill the party members with the righteous fuel of skateboarding, Andy. This is a character choice.
I respect that.
Doubt. What's Jeff?
Yeah, that sounds like lawful behavior.
Say again?
That sounds like lawful behavior, taking potion.
This
We're
is
the Chaos
behavior.
That's true. Chaos Babieeeees. Garrett is donating bits to Jeff's memorial fund, so hopefully it doesn't need to be used by the end of the episode.
Are potions things that we could have theoretically left town with?
No.
Okay.
You can... hype train incoming! I don't know what to do with that. Thank you for 5 months of subscription.
Almost a year.
That's almost a year.
Almost a year.
Thank you, Nasaka. Welcome to the chaos. Jeff's dead, but not really.
No, Jeff has one hit point.
Jeff has one
Hit point.
You can.
That's someone I know.
Four.
It's not Misaka.
Sorry, say again. Did I say it wrong?
Nessica.
Sorry, my bad. To answer your question, Elle, you could not have bought potions in town. You can find potions. There are magic potions and stuff like that, but you could not have left town with them.
Bandages. What about bandages?
I think you could tie some rope as a bandage, right?
Sure. I mean, it goes over a wound and you tie over it, so it makes the same amount of difference.
Yeah.
Same principle.
Yeah. I think I heard about something called a tourniquet once. Where you just tie off a limb, it's supposed to help. Get it really tight.
I mean, I think my limbs are okay.
I don't know. We should just try it to make sure.
Yeah, this makes
Can we rest here?
Mhm.
We have
Yeah.
rations.
You can rest.
can and should we rest here?
At the entrance of the cave.
You just see two new zombies come up to pick
Yeah.
up the boulder. Huh?
Back out a
Maybe
bit.
we'll go one more
first.
room just to see.
Yeah, if you look at it this way, Jeff's only 3 hit points down, so
Yeah.
One hit's probably going to do the same thing no matter how many hit points they have.
Exactly.
Yeah. What good's a nap gonna do, you know?
Yeah, nobody's stuff reset.
Bring 3/4 of their life back?
Jeff has learned his lesson to stay behind the tank.
Who also stands at the back of the fight.
Yeah.
Although I do love the idea that, I mean, there's no disadvantage to firing into melee or whatever, so you're just at the front of the fight, point blanking someone with a crossbow. You stand right there. Dude.
I'm shotgunning.
Crossbows up against
Yeah.
my opponent. Yeah, I'm a great shot at that range.
Yeah. I never
never
miss.
Firing squad, baby. Ooh.
Like like not only is it going through them, but then like the impact of like the recoil of it's like hurting, like bruising them. This is not cool. Okay, this is against the rules.
No
The
fear.
laser tag who just walk right up to people.
Yeah, come on, the buzzer went off, man. Be cool. You're embarrassing me in front of Hillary. Okay. Rest or no rest?
We'll do no rest. I don't think it matters.
Sally forth.
Ooh, somebody.
Onward to great decision making.
The floor beat some nihilism into poor Jeff. Okay. So, beyond where the zombies were standing, there is a ramshackle door installed with a little hanging sign on it.
What does the sign say?
The sign says, "The Lord is in."
Do we know anything about who the Lord could possibly be?
Uh,
Do we know anything about this cave?
you
This
know
cavern?
that the quest giver, the Red Badger, said that he believed that someone in the cave had placed was cursing the land. Basically, he did think it was a person.
Boils, you got any ideas?
Just croaks at you.
Right. The hedge witch is gonna like raise their hand, like put it right at the door, just kind of like make a knocking motion. Like, anybody got any objections to this?
I mean, it always pays to be polite.
Dink, 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 dink.
Boils, get ready to pounce.
It enters a low squat. I mean, I think that's kind of the only thing it can do. But
So Nameless is a goblin, right? So I'm imagining this heckin' chonkin.
Oh, it's
this,
probably
like-
not half as big as she is.
yeah, it's sizable.
Beautiful. I love it. I just wanted to paint the main
You could
picture for
probably
everyone.
ride it.
You're giving me ideas.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
picturing
see.
like a big giant chonkin toad.
Toad Rider.
You get caught up in the okay.
Toad Rider.
Toad Rider. The very serious. The hedge witch knocks on the door. I'm not expecting visitors. Who disturbs the Lord?
Do you have a minute to talk about skateboarding?
What?
The rad sick sport of skateboarding?
What?
They come
Change your
bearing
life.
the word of the what is it? hawk
It's the
person?
faceless one.
Let's see.
They're just a person somewhere between a hawk and a bat?
Correct.
Every time he tells me his name, I forget it, and every time he shows me his face, I can never remember. But he has changed my life.
He's somewhere between Tony and Hawk sized.
Oh no, that's like...
Yeah.
After just a short 15-minute conversation, you two can be plagued by visions.
The where the heck did it go? Here we go. Okay. Pulling open the door is this wiry, greasy man wearing what does look like very old finery. Kind of like just wild black hair. Like pupils dilated, like he's on something. Like just all pupil. Kind of looks at you like surprised that you're not his zombies.
I thought you were gonna say his DoorDash.
You got my Chipotle or what?
Just snap a picture and then leave.
He asks what happened to his doorman.
They killed Jeff. Then we unkilled her, Jeff.
Oh.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Fifi. Faye. Jeffa.
Jeff.
The henchman will like turn Jeff around to show the back of his jacket. It's like and looks at the Lord like, "You want to take a crack at this?"
Jeef. A Y and an E? Do we need both of these?
It's an elven name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. Kind of looks like, oh no, like I've said something racist. But he does look at you like, okay, what? You just come knocking on people's doors?
No, we have you noticed anything like going above ground and like cursing the town and all that?
Yeah.
Maybe, plaguing the lands?
Is
Oh
it
yeah,
you?
do it all the time.
That is you!
Oh.
Awesome!
Yeah, I'm poisoning the
Oh.
water, and it's real fun.
Boils?
Wait, hang on. My lord, is that what you like to be called?
Correct.
Okay, good. I got a hobby that is so much more fun than water supply. You get the same thrills and chills and danger, just without, poisoning people.
You had me and then you lost me.
You can't just watch this and like they're just gonna get on their skateboard, like do a lap around the tower and like do an ollie, grab the bottom of the board, do a flip, and just land.
Turns out the entrance is like the exact
It's a half,
good dimensions of a half
It's a
pipe.
half pipe. I was about to say the
Rest
same
of us
thing.
are all in a normal fantasy world. Hedgewitch is just in a Tony Hawk map at all times where it's just suspiciously convenient for skateboarding. Like, sure, it's a high school. It has all the high school things. Just very conveniently ramps everywhere. You can grind on the lockers.
And you've collected S, K, and E. So, you're close.
You did get all of the tapes, though.
Oh, nice.
I can make you an extra board if you want in. Try to get like skateboard coalition together, start a park, really get the whole neighborhood involved. Get the neighborhood kids off of whatever you're obviously on right now, get them on to the thrills of skateboarding. This has become an after-school special.
You see, he's just like straight like huffing paint. Like he's just like takes like a big hit.
Hey man, don't huff the paint. Use it to customize your board. Look at this. It's sick shit, right? This is my skater tag.
Is that really just paint?
He's like drinking like you can see he's got like a couple bucket. He's got like acrylic and oil. Like he's got like different varieties, but yeah, it's just like paint.
Oh, no.
Can I try some?
Sure.
Oh, no.
And man, hey, listen, guess what? If you join skateboarding, you don't even have to huff paint to be plagued by visions. They'll just happen.
You have me and then you lose me. When do I get to poison people?
You don't, and that's the best thing. No, so you get to poison other people with the joys of skateboarding like I'm doing to you right now. I can see it in your eyes that are entirely pupil. It's working.
Your absolute unwavering confidence is throwing him for sure. Because he's really high. So I'm gonna give him a morale check. Hold on, let's see.
I can see you, Mira. I know you're not. In my mind, your chair is backwards.
Yeah, wait, hang on.
Oh,
There we go.
Listen.
Excellent.
I gave him a morale save. He is fleeing this fight like mentally.
I can see it. You and I are connecting right now.
You are blowing my mind. You are blowing my mind, Hedgewitch.
Right? Right? Isn't this the coolest thing?
I too have seen the faceless Birdman.
He's everywhere.
My daydreams. I think this episode's over because it's getting late.
You gotta open up your mind.
And
if you open
that
up
zombie
your mind,
fight really hurt Jeff.
Okay, but about that paint, though.
Hey, you want to go?
Yeah, you joined up with skateboarding.
Nah.
You give the nameless one all your paint.
Hedgewitch's like mannerisms and like phraseology is just like infecting him like some sort of mind virus. He like pours some paint into like a sack and gives it to you. Nameless. It's not good. It's not great.
I've made some mistakes, and that was one of them.
It hurt. That hurts.
We don't have any
brain.
potions to heal you.
No.
You've seen our
not doing
healing
that.
capabilities.
At the appeal.
That's
Wow.
just popping brain cells.
Ooh. In a sack, though?
It's dripping.
That's how you let it ferment.
There's lead in that.
That's why it tastes good. He's huffing and drinking. Like, you just don't know if this guy's gonna make it.
He'll get a couple good tricks in before just like one like triple flip, and he's at the centripetal force just knocks him out.
He'll try one ollie, break both of his ankles, and he will cease to be anyone's problem.
I just need everyone
sounds like
to know that
another
I did
job well
absolutely no research about skateboarding before this episode.
Excellent.
As it should be.
10 out of 10.
Hold on, he's gonna give you a magic item and then you can leave.
Oh, sick.
You know what? Classic. He's gonna give you 2 magic items. He's going to give you a paint sack of holding, which is a bag of holding. Right now it's filled. So bags of holding aren't quite as good as in like 5e. They have 10 additional gear slots. His is filled with paint right now. So as soon as you leave, if you could ecologically, yeah, no, nameless, not a good idea.
Smells bad.
If you can like ecologically dispose of it somewhere, but it's going to be like 10 rounds of dumping paint out of this thing, and then like I don't even know how you clean it. And then a wand of magic missiles.
Ooh.
Nice. So a gun.
It's a gun.
Yeah.
Yes. Bang, bang.
It's a gun that if it fails to go off, it can't be fired for the next day.
This fucking high wizard gave us drugs and a gun.
There's drugs and a gun.
Also, if you roll a 1 with a wand, it crumbles. It is automatically destroyed.
Oh. Self-destructing gun.
Yes. Yes. It misfires. So yes, he did give you drugs and a gun.
I'm gonna pour
Hold on to that for me.
Lots of drugs into a cauldron to keep them for later. And then pour 7 equipment slots worth of paint on the ground.
So it turns out probably poisoning. He's probably just disposing of paint in a not super safe way. Also, maybe his zombies. They're probably harboring. It's just ticks from his zombies, probably. So he says he'll be cool now that you've shown him, and yet now that he's got a half pipe in here, he's going to crack his neck on one of these things, and he's going to not be anybody's problem anymore. So
problem takes care of itself. That's the power of skateboarding, baby.
He tries to put back together his zombies, so he's got like, NPCs. Woo!
Sick.
Same 4 animations over and over again. Shadowdark, everybody. We did it?
Yay!
We did something.
Another job well done for the Chaos Babieeeees.
Chaos Babieeeees. Jeff almost died.
Almost wasn't 4 of us anymore.
I love like just snapping a postcard. It's just like our first adventure went great, except for that part where Jeff almost died. But we had a big laugh about it later. Jeff doesn't remember his 3rd birthday party anymore, but that's okay.
He'll be part of the celebration that gives us a level up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Outros. And also plugs. Liz, aka Jeff, aka Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. If you somehow didn't like what you see, I can't help you. But if you liked what you see, hit buttons to subscribe, share, do the things. Yep.
Ring a subscribe. Click a bell.
Have fun with that. I've learned nothing.
I think I understand less about this game now.
I huffed paint this episode. Twice.
You take 3 intelligence damage until your next long rest. That is not good for you. Mira, aka Hedgewitch, aka Mira.
Listen, kids. In this, our 21st century, we need to spend a lot of time systemically undoing the damage done by after-school specials by giving you an after-school special. If you are to ever do legal substances, make sure that you consult with your doctor to make sure that none of your medications have any interactions with said substances in case it could go badly for you, because that is a very, very, very important thing, including alcohol. Alcohol has a lot of bad effects with certain medications. Make sure that you check to make sure before you do anything that it's not going to end poorly for you. So that's my 2 cents on that. Next thing, I was reading the paper we were talking about before the stream. Turns out there are contemporary accounts of them flooding the Colosseum They're not sure whether these are actual historical events or if just Suetonius was talking out of his ass. Who knows?
Probably.
It's fucking Suetonius. Honestly, though, I trust. Hang on, what was the other one? Suetonius. I don't trust Cassius Dio. Suetonius, I trust a little bit more. Cassius Dio, absolutely not.
Oh, yeah,
So yeah, they probably
well.
flooded the Colosseum to do naval battles. It's possible, but also excavations at Pompeii have recently uncovered a construction site in Regio 9. If you didn't know, Pompeii was actually largely under construction when the volcano went off because 17 years previously, in 62 CE, an earthquake came that absolutely rocked the fucking Bay of Naples and destroyed most of the town. So there's actually a large portion of the city of Pompeii that was under construction when they got their shit rocked again. So in conclusion, skateboarding, talk to your doctor. They probably flooded the Colosseum and a lot of Pompeii was under construction. Good night, everybody.
Cece, aka Elfelf, aka Soupsicut.
AKA soup.
On all the social medias, I feel like I should give a fun fact about something, but I don't know how to follow that up. So I'll just say, play some fun games like Shadowdark with your friends. It's a pretty rad time, if I do say so myself.
And Nameless, aka Ellipsis, aka Nameless, aka L.
Hi, Ellipsis. Don't huff paint.
That one
I
don't
made
do.
this character specifically to make bad decisions. Don't huff paint.
Do not. It's really bad for you.
I feel like if you're
Inhalants are
coming to the
actually
stream
one of the
for
worst
advice.
things you can do,
Yeah.
so don't.
One of our characters literally almost died. This is not a party with which you should emulate in real life.
Hi, everybody. Shadowdark from the Arcane Library. It's a great game. Look at how pretty it is. It's fun and serious and silly and streamlined and great. Check it out. Lots of amazing products from Kelsey Dion. She's a great designer. She's super cool. And buying this helps, a singular person and creator along with the rest of the folks on her team and not a faceless corporation who maybe sucks.
Maybe?
That's
Very much so.
Definitely.
I was being diplomatic. It's up to you to decide if they do suck. They do, but
It's up to you to decide.
But it's up to you to decide. Everybody gets to decide. That's America, I think.
I mean, they did fire most of everyone's favorite creatives, so you have less
and
opportunity to
also
like them.
Mike Merles, who somehow still worked there.
Yeah.
Who's no one's favorite, I think. Hi, we'll be off for about a month for our spring break, but we'll be back at the very end of April or beginning of May.
Yeah.
I don't think there will be anything here in the meantime, but stay tuned. Click a bell. Then you'll know when we're back. Isn't that incredible and amazing? That's it.
We have technology.
Since when?
This is the first time hearing about it.
Just like skateboarding.
I was also the extent of my skateboarding knowledge was on display. It's all Tony Hawk based. That's it. Have a good night, everybody.